Good afternoon. My name is Sandra Simpson. I'm the Intake and Medical Director for Hughes and Coleman Law Firm. Today, a story was brought to my attention that is very close to me, and it involves the meningitis outbreak at St. Thomas Neurosurgical Outpatient Center. Between July 30th and September 20 of this year, 2012, 737 patients received epidural steroid injections that are possibly contaminated or are being looked at. Of those 737 patients that were treated with an ESI at the clinic, 14 of them have now been diagnosed with fungal meningitis, and 2 deaths have been reported because of that. Fungal meningitis, first of all, is not contagious. It is the rarest form, and it is probably the most dangerous form of meningitis. Recently, just a little bit ago, 2 other facilities in Tennessee have begun notifying their patients that received epidural steroid injections of the potential impact it may have on their patients as well. We do not know the name of those facilities at this time, but they purchased and received what the Commissioner of Health and Human Services in Tennessee has said is materials of concern. So the manufacturer has recalled these materials, and still the facility and the materials are being reviewed to see if there is a link between the materials or the facility. Again, anybody treated at St. Thomas Outpatient Neurosurgery Center between July 30th and September 20th, 737 patients received epidural steroid injections, which is used to treat back pain, neck pain. 14 have been diagnosed with fungal infections. 2 of them have died. And again, if you've had injections, epidural steroid injections in any facility until you know of the other facilities that this material has been used and recalled and patients are being notified, if you have any of those symptoms, it's important to seek emergency room attention immediately. Again, this is the rarest kind. It is not contagious. It mimics, symptoms mimic what people would associate with a stroke. Your doctor may be evaluating you for a stroke or look at that, but it may necessarily not be stroke, and it very well could be fungal meningitis. Some of the symptoms are nausea, vomiting, sensitivity to light, altered mental status, dislike of bright lights, changes in mental status or confusions, hallucinations, or personality changes. Again, slurring of speech and numbness that you would find in stroke patients. Onset is usually 7 to 28 days after being exposed to this. Again, these were for epidural steroid injections in what we now know of 3 facilities, with St. Thomas Neurosurgery Outpatient Center being closed down as of September 20th. I found it interesting in reading the last article that it says a team of experts is working to determine the best way to treat the surviving patients. That there tells me the urgency of getting evaluated for this. Again, this is very personal to me. My brother-in-law was one of the lucky ones to have survived getting fungal meningitis 13 and a half years ago. He was left completely and permanently disabled as a result of the fungal meningitis that he got. His was cryptococcal meningitis. He died 2.5 years ago of complications of that fungal meningitis that he had, and again, left him disabled. So from a personal experience, I say if you've had the epidural steroid injections at the facility or other facilities, contact your doctors, the facility directly. The Center for Disease Control is reviewing this and examining this. You can call them directly at 1-800-232-4636. Again, that number is 1-800-232-4636. Any of those can answer your questions about this, but again, I know from personal experience how dangerous, how rare, and how life-threatening fungal meningitis can be to someone, as my family has been directly affected by that. Thank you, and I hope this has been good information for you.